What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, Mystic Watch, and it's 2 in the morning for me. Just got back from work and I thought I'd like to, record some videos for you guys, because I've been trying to get this video out for a while. I recorded it at school, it didn't render properly, then it didn't do this properly, then I couldn't get it up, and then there's just a lot of shit. So now we're good to go. Ninja Road, new game mode, pretty dope. A lot of grinding, but I like it because it's still something new. So here we are. I got 208,000 points right over here, as you can see. We can use it to buy whatever the hell we want in here. I will buy 5 Granny Chios once I have enough points to buy all 5 Granny Chios at once. I'm gonna do a nice little video on that, get her from level 1 to ultimate, and show her off in a little showcase. But other than that, you can get a bunch of other stuff. 5 awakened limit break crystals of these guys, 12 unawakened in total. That is 32. It's the equivalent of 32 like unawakened crystals, because one of these is the same as 4 unawakened. Other than that, you can get a bunch of stuff in here, right? The scrolls, 30 of these and 50 of these, that's enough to limit break any character from level 100 to 150 of any element twice, right? So that's how many scrolls in here, meaning that if you buy out the scrolls in here, you like completely, you'd have enough to just limit break a bunch of people, which is really cool. Top of that, you can get the ramen, both 3 and 4 star, pills, and money. So nice stuff in there. I plan on buying the entire shop out, and to do that I have to do close to 16 to 20 runs a day. But you know it's gonna be worth it. I want to see that shop completely closed out. Now, going on to the team, I will be doing a 1-team run using the most stupid, broken team that you can possibly think of. Just because since I have these units, why not? I do not need to use any other team, and as you can see from here, the one thing that these two teams have in common is that not a single unit is max level. And what I do is, I just use the nice part of Ninja Road that all units get 70,000 EXP, which is a really good amount. So just doing Ninja Road a few times, you do it like 5-6 times, or you can bring a character from, like, I think it's actually closer to 10 times. You can bring a character from level 1 to level 100 as a 6-star. So I already did Ninja Road like 30 times, so I maxed out like a giant batch of units in terms of levels, saved myself maybe over like 50 4-star ramen. So that's really nice. But some people can't afford to run one team. It's just something nice that I thought I'd include in case you guys can afford to run less than 3 teams. So it gives you an extra slot to level up people. This also works for limit breaking people as well. It's the same concept, right? You don't need to waste any ramen on them. You can simply level them up in here if you'd like. So this is the team I run. Having 3 heart units makes it so that I can take on any boss whatsoever. The fact that every single person in here besides Naruto is AoE, so they can handle almost any room, and the fact that I do have Naruto, he's the sole person I need to nuke down a few rooms. So usually those 3 aspects that I just mentioned you have in separate teams, but I combine the best into one team, so I can do a nice 1-team run on average. Of course, if you guys know who Kabuki Sage is, he did a 2-team or 2-man runs using Curse Mark 2 Sasuke and Madara, which is definitely possible. The only thing is that it takes a billion years to get it done, so it's not realistic. Using this team, I actually get it done between 10 and 15 minutes, but it takes a little bit longer when I'm not like focusing 100%. So as I'm talking to you guys here, and as we're going through this, I'm going to give some tips and tricks that will help you succeed in Ninja Road. It's not going to be like a full gameplay on how to beat it with free-to-play. That'll be a different day. So this is simply, while like the whole purpose of this, the gameplay that you're watching isn't for educational purposes. It's just gameplay, and then as we're going through, I'll just depict or let you guys know of certain things that you should just keep track of while doing this. So I don't think Ninja Road actually gets particularly hard until after 10 maps. And I think it's actually, Ninja Road is very doable with free-to-play units if you don't have Madara, if you don't have... that's the thing, like, they gave us free units that have pushback abilities, so you can handle rooms like the Hokage room in map 19. The only problem is really getting through that 3 tails on stage 19, but if you have Curse Mark to Sasuke, you can perfect dodge your way through that. But I guess we'll talk about Ninja Road a bit in general. What do I think about it? I think Ninja Road is really fun, simply because it's not multiplayer whatsoever, right? But it's different than Limit Breaking. Limit Breaking is just grinding the same singular, like, the mission is no different than anything else that exists in the game. So over here, at least it's different, right? Like, each map has its own little, like, gimmick to it, or its own little, like, unique thing that makes each map, like, I don't know, like, it's like, you know, it's like each map is set up in like a little puzzle type of way, so it's like you gotta try to beat it somehow. And like everything else in this game that currently exists, it's all pretty much just the same repetitive thing, right? There's a couple mobs, you beat them and there's a boss. At least here there's like a little trick to everything, or you know, they just set them up in a cool way that isn't the same standard stuff that we see every single time. And the other good thing about this team is that I stall on 2 stages only, and those stages are like stage 12 and stage 16, and they're I think it's personally the most efficient way to play Ninja Road, by stalling on those stages. Some other tips that might benefit you is if you're running multiple teams and you also have a, what was I gonna say? And you have a one-tail Naruto. One-tail Naruto is actually extremely good for stage 19, where you'd have to nuke down the 3-tail Naruto. So what you can do is you can actually farm up one-tail Naruto's like percent boost on stage 1, and you can just put his team away, because the turns on his boost gets saved. So while that team is not in use, everything about it gets saved. So you don't have to worry about like ever charging his boost up at a different stage. You can simply just put it away and get to stage 19 and use it there. But it's different in case you have to use him prior to that. Other than that, just some nice team building stuff that you should know, I guess, is heart units are really good because there's a very limited amount of body units. Body units show up, I think, literally twice. One time is on this stage that you can see right now, and the other time is on stage 13, where there's 8 mobs in total. So other than that, there's literally, I don't think anybody, well, no, there is in one of the earlier maps like stage 2 or no, stage 3, but yeah, so you don't really see body units, and because of that, oh, I kind of lost my train of thought. I was gonna say, it's not the body units. I mean, it's the fact that everything here is skill in terms of like what's important. Like all the bosses, right? The 4 bosses that you face on rooms 5, 10, 15, and 20, they're all skill. So it means that you can bring heart and be perfectly fine. On top of the fact that you barely see any body units, so you don't have to worry about like bringing anything to counter them. Like you don't need many skill units either. but you don't see heart units. Like, you rarely see heart units, so you don't need like body to beat the heart units. Here, let's move on to the next stage. But okay, after this we'll start. This is Shikakugara. I've done this so many times. I've already done 30 runs, I think. I've lost track. But damn. This is like overkill. I don't have to do this whatsoever. The wind bullets. Wind air style bullets. Okay. That's all. I'm just being lazy and don't feel like using my jutsus. 2 times attack. Ha. Right here is some pretty interesting concepts that I guess I should explain. Over here they start introducing, like, if you guys ever noticed, and if you ever got in, you know, you hit someone and you did 1 damage to them, you'll see it with sorcery that pops up right here. So if I smack him, you see how it does like 1 damage? So pretty much what I figured out, because it's not written anywhere, is that these guys have a defense mechanic, not mechanic, they have like a defense stat, and pretty much from what it seems like is that you need to break a certain threshold of damage to actually inflict anything. So if you aren't planning on, like, what I was gonna say, it's like to do any damage to this unit you need to do at least 5,000 damage. If you do below 5,000 damage, you will do no damage. So something along those lines. So for example, if I just smacked him, it would do no damage because he has his defense thing, but if I use my jutsu, it breaks that threshold, so it'll actually apply some damage to him. And also, if you just push him into the poison, he'll die as well. So it's not like you need to always just use the jutsu. If you have any people who can push, like the 2 free units, you should be fine. This stage is the one I was mentioning before, is one of the ones that I stall on. And it is because here, once you kill these 3 guys over here, it is extremely easy to stall. Okay, so the reason being is, as you can see, Rin has danger, but it only comes up every 5 turns, and because of that, it's very easy to just do this. Right, and it's very quick because you don't have to wait for any animations. Like, yes, this one comes up, but besides that, you can just move around really quickly and get these turns done. And I believe this is the fastest stage to actually stall on. So I recommend you kill the 3 units on the side, and then if you want to stall for chakra, you stall right over here. And it's just like a time efficiency thing, right? Like if you don't plan on doing a lot of runs, it doesn't really matter. If you want to maximize your time per run so you can get as many runs in, I highly suggest you stall there. Okay, so what I want to do here is, yes, I shall attack these guys over here and like go here, I guess, because I'm purposely trying to, like, I don't care if I'm gonna take a shit ton of damage right now, but I'm just trying to get them all grouped up so I can, I don't know how many hit points this is. I've actually never used his one before. Ah, that's kind of low. Usually when I use Utakata, it does like 60 plus. Disappointed me, Madara. Oh well. But the reason, that's another thing I wanted to point out. Getting a high hit point also generates you some extra Granny Cat Shop points at the end. Pretty much, I believe it is 200 points per 20 hit combo. And once you break 80 hits, you will then get a capped out 1000 extra points per run, which is really useful because it stacks up over time, right? You only, as long as you're beating every single, like all 20 maps every time, you will be getting a minimum of 2000. You'll be getting a minimum of 5000 points per run. 3000 will be simply from the bosses alone, and then 2000 will be for completing the run. And the way it'll work is that the 3000 will be sent to your box and you'll receive 2000, but you can also get additional points from that hit combo that I mentioned, as well as rare map encounters, which I have got none of. Well, I guess it's good that I haven't gotten it because it allows me to show off the maps. So right here, you don't want to use, you see right there how I did like 2000 damage of slip damage. So that stacks up. So you can stack up slip damage a decent amount. There is a cap to how much slip damage you can apply, like the percentages stack. So I'm pretty sure we just hit the cap. So what I'm going to do now is, that's not what I want to do, is grab these chakra bottles. Okay. So I was able to get half of his health down between the jutsus and the slip damage, and that crit, so that's really convenient. But pretty much that's all I do. And if I wanted to heal, which I never really need to, I have the buddy healing between the two Maduras as well as the Jiraiya. So I can heal that way. But there's never really a need for healing. Like over there, it's really useful to have a separate bossing team, one that consists of heart units and then a healer, so that you can apply slip damage through whatever means, whether it's Jiraiya, anyone who has slip damage, heart units to tank, and then a healer to just keep your health up. So that's kind of the go-to strategy for bosses. But here, this is my favorite. This is one of my favorite stages. So right here, in 4 turns, Guy will use his ultimate jutsu and one-shot you, no matter what. Right? You will die. You can't seal him, but you can delay him. So what you do is you take this opportunity to get maximum chakra on every single unit. Since you just beat the last stage, you should have the double chakra recovery, and what that means is that if you stand in this pool, you will get back 4 chakra every turn, which means you should never run out of chakra. So I can just do stupid stuff like this the entire time. Of course that one didn't hit for whatever reason, because immobilizations. But I'll do this again. And hopefully this one immobilizes, otherwise I'll restart. There. But that's kind of the thing. So 1 dry is all you need, and I do that every single time. It only takes a few turns and you pretty much get everyone up to full chakra. So right here, I just killed him quick enough and move on. But pretty much this room isn't that bad, right? It's the same concept. As long as you can immobilize, they shouldn't provide much of an issue. But the biggest thing is, if you don't have a separate team for the next room, it's really important how you leave this room, because the next room is map 18 with the Hokages. So this map, there's a couple of ways to beat this, and the easiest way is to have Madara and one-shot them. But the other ways is, this same 5 Hokages have that defense ability that I mentioned before. So pretty much unless you break a certain damage threshold, you won't be doing any damage to them. And to actually break that damage threshold, one of the best ways is to use Phantom Castle Naruto. If you have anyone who has a large AoE type jutsu, you can boost them with Phantom Castle Naruto, give them a nice 150% boost, and you can just you can one-shot every single person here besides the elemental type that you are weak against. So four of them should die and one of them should be alive. The other thing is you can push them using Wisdom Minato and Skilled Naruto, but I believe Wisdom Minato is only single target, so it's highly recommended that you use the Skilled Naruto because he can push in at least two Hokages. You can also immobilize these guys and you can just bait them in there, right? You can like perfect dodge here, you can perfect dodge up here, and if they're stupid enough, which they usually are, they'll like just walk into the poison and they'll die. Right, the poison is enough to kill them. But oh, he didn't use chakra. What a goat. Madara's a goat. Okay, so right here I just really don't do anything. This is where One Tail Naruto comes in. Pretty much if you don't kill him with his secret technique, it one-shots you as well, but this one can be dodged. This is the dream. Alright, just non-stop jutsus. Let's see if he doesn't use his chakra again. I'm curious. This is one of the coolest abilities ever. Damn, he used chakra. Okay. Oh, so much damage. And there you have it. That's the run. So hopefully you guys learned some nice things, or maybe you just enjoyed the entertainment of this stupidly broken team. But there you have it. I'll make a nice in-depth guide at some point. Didn't get any rare maps. That's sad. And that's how I level up everyone. So I save all my ramen by doing this. But whoo, it's almost 3 in the morning. It's time to go to bed. Hope you guys liked it, and if you want to see more Ninja Road content, let me know down below, and I'll be sure to include it in the future. So see you guys later, and have a great day.